In this lecture, we will discuss about moment of inertia of a disk. So let us say we have a disk and this has mass over the surface of disk, and this disk is rotating about an axis perpendicular to the plane of disk. Let us call this axis is OO dash. M is the mass of disk, R is the radius of disk. So radius of disk is R, and we have to calculate moment of inertia about axis OO dash. To calculate this, we will use the fact that is moment of inertia of a ring is mr square. So now let us consider this disk. And we can consider an elemental ring. So let us consider a elemental ring. If I will look from top, this will look something like this. So we have a radius of r, and then we have a radius of r plus dr. So this radius is r plus dr, and this is the whole disk, that is capital R. Now we can calculate mass of this disk. Let us say mass per unit surface area is sigma. Sigma is mass per unit surface area. That is mass divided by area. Now for this ring, mass is m and area is pi r square. So sigma is m by pi r square. Now let us consider mass of elemental area is dm, mass of elemental ring. This is equals to mass surface area density sigma multiplied by area, that is dA. So sigma times dA is 2 pi r and the width is dr. So this width is dr. So we can assume the periphery remains constant. So this is 2 pi r and this is also 2 pi r. The next one is also 2 pi r. So we can simply multiply 2 pi r into dr to get the elemental area. So this is 2 pi r into dr. Now moment of inertia is r square dr, r square dm integral. Now this elemental area has a distance of r from perpendicular axis. So this distance is r. So r square is simply r square. Dm is sigma 2 pi r dr. So we can take sigma into 2 pi outside because these two are constant into r q dr. Now we have 2 pi sigma rq, integration of rq is r4 to the power 4, r4 by 4, and we have to integrate from 0 to capital R. So basically this is a small r. So this will be 2 pi sigma r4 by 4, that is pi sigma r4 by 2. Now we can place the value of sigma. Sigma is m by pi r square, m by pi r square into r4. So pi goes, so we will have m by 2, r square cancels, so this will be mr square by 2. So moment of inertia of disk about OO dash is equals to mr square by 2. We can also find this moment of inertia using polar coordinate. Let us consider a distance r and then consider a distance dr, and this is at angle of theta. So let us say this angle is theta, then we can make an angle d theta. Then we can consider this area. So this angle is d theta. If I make this slightly bigger, so we will have, let us say this angle is theta, this angle is d theta, this length is r, and this length is dr. So what is this length? This length is r into d theta. So this curved length is r into d theta. So what is the area of this elemental portion? That is this portion. So we can calculate mass for this portion. This is sigma times dA, and dA is nothing but dr into r d theta. So mass dm is equals to sigma into r dr into d theta. Now we can use moment of inertia. Let us call this axis is OO dash. This disk is rotating about this axis, is equals to dm r square integral. So we will have this distance, perpendicular distance of this mass dm from axis is r, and dm is sigma r dr into d theta. We have r square. Now we have to integrate on dr as well as on d theta. So we need two integration. One is on r, another is on d theta. Sigma is constant, so we have r square dr d theta. Now r and d theta are independent. So r and theta are independent. So we can separate the integral. That is, we can integrate separately. So sigma r square dr. So this is r square into r, that is rq. So basically this is rq. So this is rq dr d theta. So we can separate these two integral. Now d theta will goes from 0 to pi. So if I consider this whole, so we have to consider 0 to 2 pi. R will go from 0 to capital R. You see what we are doing. If I keep constant R r is constant. If I change theta, then I will get this elemental ring. And if I change r, then I will get different rings. So eventually we will able to consider this whole disk. So if I change r, we will have different rings. So this is for another r, this is for another r. So what we are doing, when we are changing theta from 0 to 2 pi, we are making rings. And when we are changing r from 0 to r, we are adding different rings. So adding in this case different rings. So now this integral will be r4 by 4, and this is 2 pi. Now we can place the value of sigma. Sigma is m by pi r square. r4 by 4 into 2 pi. Pi cancels, r square also cancels. So we will have mr square by 4 into 2. That is mr square by 2. So moment of inertia of disk this is equals to mr square by 2. So we said there are two methods to calculate moment of inertia. In one method, we are making elemental rings and then we are adding moment of inertia of all elemental rings. In another method, we are making a small patch on the disk and then we are integrating on two variables r and theta. But in this case we are working in one variable, that is in r. Now these two variables are independent, that is r and theta are not any function. So r is not a function of theta. So these two variables are independent. So we can integrate separately to get the overall moment of inertia.